Hello everyone and welcome to another tutorial here on NoiseJunkies.net. In this Cinema 4D tutorial, we'll take a look at some realistic water, reflections, and some other cool things. Now, I know it's been ages since I don't make a tutorial. I'm actually going to be more precise in the blog post, the exact date where I recorded the other one. But, there's a reason for everything, and I'm making a music database with Ashley, and it's the big project for the year, or at least for the semester. So that kind of explains why I'm busy, but it's not forever. I don't want people thinking, oh, he doesn't make tutorials anymore. It's really because of time, not because of lack of interest. So this is what we're gonna creating. We're gonna focus on the actual material, and let's get started. So I'll go File, New, and the first thing I want to create is a floor. Now, I'm also going to create a sky, and I was kind of playing around before the tutorial. I'm just gonna, choose an image for this tutorial because I spent like 20 minutes trying to choose a good image before and I couldn't. So I'm just gonna get a landscape I have here. I'm gonna give tips. You see this image has, a blue skyline and also has trees. Choose something like that. Oh great. I didn't choose in the actual color setting. Make sure you're in the color with the check mark and then you select. It has to be, a blue skyline, some trees, but overall a bright scene because I tried the dark ones, they don't work well. Good. Also blur it a lot. That's a key thing too. And apply it to the sky. I'm also going to create a light here, more or less. And now we can work on the floor material. Now this is the main part of the tutorial, so pay attention on that because I'm going to only repeat once. Although you can probably rewind the tutorial or something like that if you need to. For the color, we're going to be setting it to a light blue color. If you want it to be a little greenish, it's fine too. But it's good that we don't set it, something like this is better. Yeah, this is a good color. Then we're going to the transparency settings and set it to 100% bright. And then you're thinking, well, we can't see anything. But the key point here is in the refraction settings. If the refraction is set to 1, then it's completely transparent, you don't see it whatsoever. But if it's 1.4, for example, you can actually see it with some sort or some degree of distortion. So make sure you put 1.4, you can make it 1.5 if you want more refraction. I don't really want to get into the physical meaning of refraction. If you really want to know, go to physics class. So reflection now, we're going to check it and set the brightness to 30 or actually, 40 this time, we could use it. And leave it as white. So far, so good. We'll go to bump now, and that's actually going to make the waves. So that's an important setting. And we'll go on the noise filter, of course. And look at how the image changes here. Transparent still, but noisy as well. And for the noise type, we want to set it to wavy turbulence. Make sure you have 5 octaves and around 600 seeds and a little slight movement in the z-axis. I'm not gonna have an animation here, but if you do, it's gonna be on the right direction of waves. Now, whatever you do here on the bump, it's also going to affect the displacement. So let's go to the displacement channel here. And let's do the same exact noise thing. Set it to wavy turbulence. And exact same thing. And look at how it changes too, right? So if there was wavy turbulence, make sure wavy turbulence here too. Because the bump makes the waves and the displacement kind of makes the waves you made in the bump settings look 3D. So it's important that they are the same. For specular now, our last setting, you want to set the height of the plastic mode really high like this, and the width to not that thick. That's gonna make the specular spots in the water, which is pretty crucial. Now apply that to the floor, and let's render. So this is what we have. I don't like the spot here, but it's because of the light we applied, but that's okay because we're gonna have some elements that we're gonna be adding. But wow, we did our water. So I'm going to create a cube and test we're gonna be applying two tests to see if this water is actually good and photorealistic. The first test is how the water reflects what's on top of it. In this case, this cube. And let's make a material for our cube. For the color, we're going to surface these tiles, and here we're gonna set to a dark blue like this, and here to a lighter blue like this. I'm not sure how that's gonna look at all. Let's take a look. Kinda cool, and it reflects well too, so good for us. Now, the second test we have to apply to see if it's photorealistic is to reflect something under it. So we're gonna make something really tall like that, and then wide like that. Now it's important that we don't see, the sharp edges of the landscape. So make it somehow like that and rotate it a little bit too, like so. And now let's create a material. Actually, I'm gonna use the chain filter, but I don't want it to be, like that, like a brownish thing. I have no idea how that's gonna look. I'm just testing right now. It's a test. But it also reflects well what's under it, as we can kind of see it, Good. It's a good test. Now I do not like that spot, so I'm gonna delete the light and create, and create two new lights. Or actually, let's just create this one and leave it there. I'm not sure if that's gonna eliminate that spot, but yeah, it does. So that fixes our, spotlight problem in here, and the scene still looks pretty bright because the sky is bright, and then, keep in mind this whole ocean here is very reflective and very transparent. The transparency is set to 100%, so it should be very transparent. But anyways, this is how you can create realistic water. I'm really sorry for being so, not making tutorials recently, but it's temporary. It's while we're working on the music database. I think it's gonna look really good, the music database. I'm serious. Ashley is very good to work with, and I guess that is all I have for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see each other next time.